यही मन में बावा है हर दम हमारे।
Om Shanti. Good morning. Today is Murli for 22nd March 25. The essence is, sweet children, you should have the intoxication that you are becoming the masters of heaven, the wonder of the world, which your parlokic father is creating for you. So the wonder of the world, which is heaven, which is being created by our parlokic father at this time, and we are becoming the master of that world. So Baba says, have that intoxication. Question: what attainments do we receive by keeping the company of the Father? What attainments do we receive by keeping the company of the Father? Answer: by keeping the company of the Father, we claim a right to liberation and liberation in life. The company of the Father takes us across. Baba makes us belong to him and makes us into theists and Trikal-darshi. We come to know the Creator and then the beginning, middle, and end of the creation. The song is, have patience, O man, your days of happiness are about to come. Om Shanti. Who says this? It is only the Father who says it to the children. He has to say it to all the children because all of them are unhappy and impatient. They remember the Father and say, come and liberate us from sorrow and show us the path to happiness. Human beings, especially the people of Bharat, do not remember that they were very happy. Bharat was a most ancient, wonderful land. Bharat was the most wonderful land. People speak of the wonders of the world. Here in the kingdom of Ravan, they speak of the 7 wonders. Those are physical wonders. The Father explains that they are the wonders of Maya, through which there is sorrow. The wonder of Ram of the Father is heaven. We know the stories behind these 7 wonders, no? Especially the Taj Mahal. The hands were chopped off of those who created. So there's sorrow, even though it stands for love. Huh? It's a symbol of love, but there is sorrow. Those the builders, the creators of Taj Mahal, they had their hands were chopped. So Baba says these are physical wonders, but there is sorrow. But this wonder that Baba is creating for us, which is heaven, that is the wonder, the land of happiness. Bharat was heaven and it was like diamonds. It was the kingdom of the deities. The people of Bharat have forgotten all of this. They bow their heads in front of deity idols and worship them, but they should at least know the biographies of those they worship. The unlimited Father sits here and explains that you have come here to the Parlokik Father. The Parlokik Father, that is the Father from beyond this world, is the one who establishes heaven. No human being can carry out this task. The Father says to this one, that is Brahma, hey, old Tamopradhan soul of Sri Krishna, you do not know of your own births. When you were Sri Krishna, you were Satopradhan. Now, having taken 84 births, you have become Tamopradhan. You have had many different names. You have now been given the name Brahma. Brahma becomes Vishnu, that is Sri Krishna. It is the same thing. Brahma becomes Vishnu and Vishnu becomes Brahma. Brahmins, the mouth-born children of Brahma, then become deities. Those deities then become Shudras. You have now become Brahmins. So Baba is explaining the cycle. The father now sits here and explains to you children that these are the versions of God. So in India especially, there is the class system. The Brahmins, the deities, the Vaishnavas, the warriors, the Vaishnavas, and the Shudras. And later on, this became like a caste system. But originally, so in we go back in time, it was people who read the scriptures, who performed devotion, who used to do take care of the temples and all that. They were Brahmins. It was the task that they were doing. Then came the warriors, the kings, those who were taking care of the subjects, fighting, right? Warriors. Then there were the merchants, people who were trading. So they were called merchants. And then the Shudras, who were doing little tasks of cleaning, right? Cleaning, taking out waste, huh? all of, so low, right? Those tasks. They were Shudras. They were called Shudras. But eventually, over time, what happened was this became like a caste system. Mm. So those who were, you know, the priests, the Brahmins, they started considering themselves to be the highest because now they're taking care of the temple, performing devotion, taking care of the deity idols. So that was the highest job. So it became the highest caste. And then came the warriors, then the merchants, and then the Shudras, right? So Baba gives us a different understanding of this. When Baba calls us Brahmins, what he says is because we are directly connected to God, our intellect has the knowledge, not of the scriptures, but has this knowledge. So we become Brahmins based on this knowledge and our direct connection with God. Warriors are those who are still fighting with Maya. Their intellects are still jumping around here, there, fighting with Maya. Warriors. Merchants are those whose intellects are full of desires, greed. They are merchants, trading with even God. You do this, I'll do this, you, right? So, a trading intellect, merchants. And then Shudra intellect is someone who is very much in the vices, just low. The energy is low. The intellect is completely low. They are called Shudras, Shudra intellect. So Baba connects this with the intellect, hmm, not the task that we are doing. So when Baba calls us Brahmins, he says that you Brahmins are the highest of all, and because we perform, because our intellect has the knowledge and we are connected to God directly. That's why Brahmins, irrespective of which family we are born into and all of that, that's separate. But Brahmins. And Baba introduced one more. So at the confluence age, we are Brahmins. In golden age, we become deities, completely highest, Satopradhan. And then in silver age, we are warriors. Because those who come into silver age, and Ram is the symbol of silver age. So Ram is shown with the bow and arrow. That means till the end moment, fighting with Maya. And those who didn't qualify for golden age, who didn't qualify to become deities, they came into silver age. So that's why silver age is. And then copper age is the merchant, the Vaishnav. So Baba is saying that the merchant dynasty. That means we started trading with God, right? Greed came, vices came. And now in Iron Age, we are completely degraded intellect, and that's why we are Shudras. So completely degraded intellect is Shudra intellect. So this is how Baba classifies. So Baba says, the Father now sits here and explains to you children that these are versions of God. You are students. Therefore, you should have so much happiness. However, there is not that much happiness. Wealthy people remain very happy with the intoxication of their wealth. Here, although you have become God's children, you don't have that much happiness. They do not understand that they are the ones with stone intellects. If it is not in their fortune, they are unable to imbibe this knowledge. The Father is now making you worthy of being in a temple, but the company of Maya is no less. Maya takes us away. Maya brings us down. It is sung that good company takes you across and bad company drowns you. The Father's company takes you into liberation and liberation in life, and then the bad company of Ravan takes you into degradation. There is the company of the five vices on the path of devotion. They call it the company of truth, that is satsang. But they continue to come down the ladder. If someone on a ladder stumbles, he would definitely fall. Only the Father is the bestower of salvation for all. No matter who it is, he will point upwards to God. Now, who apart from the Father could give his introduction to the children? Only the Father gives him give, Only the Father himself gives his introduction to the children. He makes them belong to him and gives them this knowledge of the beginning, middle, and end of the world. The Father says, I come and make you into theists, and I also make you Trikal-darshi. This is in the drama. Sages and holy men, etc., do not know this. Other dramas are limited, whereas this drama is unlimited. In this unlimited drama, we see a lot of happiness and we also see a lot of sorrow. Just look at what the account between Krishna and Christians is like in this drama. They fought and took the kingdom of Bharat. So, the kingdom of Bharat, which was first Krishna being the first prince of that land of Bharat, and later on Christians came and ruled on this land. However, you do not fight. They fight amongst themselves and you take that kingdom. This is fixed in the drama. No one knows these things. Only the one Father, the ocean of this knowledge, gives you knowledge. He grants salvation to all. When there was the kingdom of deities in Bharat, you had salvation. All the other souls were in the land of liberation. So all the souls were up there in Paramdham, while we were in Golden Age. Bharat was golden. You used to rule there. The Golden Age was the Sun Dynasty kingdom. You are now listening to the story of true Narayan, Satya Narayan. People perform this devotion of Satya Narayan, but in that story, nobody talks about how can you become this Satya Narayan. Huh? So they read the story, but nobody becomes like the true Narayan. So this is the story of true Narayan that Baba teaches. This is the story of changing from an ordinary human into Narayan. Write this in big letters. Through the true Gita, Bharat becomes the land of truth, worth a pound. The Father comes and speaks the true Gita. He teaches you easy Raj Yoga and you become worth a pound. Baba explains many such short stories. But because of their body consciousness, some children forget these. When they become soul conscious, they can also imbibe this knowledge. Because of being body conscious, they are not able to imbibe it. The Father now explains, I don't say that I am omnipresent. You call me the mother and father. What does that mean? You sing, through your mercy, we receive a lot of happiness. However, there is sorrow now. What time does this praise belong to? They do not even understand this. When they sing praises in front of the deities, thinking that they are talking to God, and they say that because of you we receive happiness. But what happiness? Baba is saying the world is still in sorrow. And if God gives happiness, what kind of happiness would He give? Not temporary happiness. He would give happiness for a long period of time, unlimited happiness. So by remembering God, we receive unlimited happiness at this time, which is then taken with us into golden and silver age. Just as the birds chirp without understanding anything, so they too continue to chirp without understanding anything. The father sits here and explains all of that is unrighteous. Who made you unrighteous? Ravan. When Bharat was a land of truth, everyone spoke the truth. There was no stealing or cheating, etc. Here, there is so much stealing, etc. There's cheating and only cheating throughout the whole world. This world is called a world of sin, a world of sorrow. The golden age is called a world of happiness. This is a vicious brothel. The golden age is the temple of Shiv. Baba uses a very strong word, brothel, for this world because here nobody is concerned about anybody. Everybody is just ready to cheat others. There's so much body consciousness. There's so much lust in this world. So Baba calls it brothel. The golden age is the temple of Shiv. The father sits here and explains to you so clearly. The name is very good. BrahmaKumaris World Spiritual University. The father now comes and makes you sensible. He says, conquer these vices and you will become the conquerors of the world. Lust is your greatest enemy. This is why children call out, come and make us into gods and goddesses. Only you children know the Father's accurate praise. People neither know the Father nor his praise. You know that he is the ocean of love. The Father narrates all of this knowledge to you children. This is his love for you. A teacher teaches students, and the students thereby become great from nothing. You children also have to become oceans of love like the Father. You have to explain to everyone with a lot of love. The Father says you must have love for one another. The number one love is to give the Father's introduction. You make this incognito donation. You should not have any dislike for one another. Otherwise, you will have to experience punishment. If you reject anyone, you will be punished. Never have hatred for anyone. Never reject anyone. You became impure by becoming body conscious. The Father makes you soul conscious and you thereby become pure. Explain to everyone the cycle of 84 births has now ended. Those who were the Sun Dynasty emperors and empresses have now taken 84 births. They have come down and fallen on the ground. The Father is now once again making you into emperors and empresses. The Father simply says, constantly remember me alone, and you will become pure. You children have to become merciful and think about doing service throughout the day. The Father continues to give directions. Sweet children, become merciful so that you can make unhappy souls happy. Write them very brief letters. The Father says, remember me and remember your inheritance. Only the one Shiv Baba is praised. People do not even know the praise of the Father. You can also write a letter in Hindi. You children should have enthusiasm for doing service. Many people try to commit suicide. Explain to them that it is the greatest sin to commit suicide. It is Shiv Baba who is now giving Srimad to you children. He is Shri Shri Shiv Baba. He makes you into Shri Lakshmi and Shri Narayan. He alone is Shri Shri. He never comes into the cycle. You receive the title of Shri. Nowadays, everyone is given the title Shri. There is such a great contrast between those viceless people and these vicious people. Shri Krishna, Shri Narayan, Shri Lakshmi. This title, Shri means elevated. So this title is used for the deities, but now people use it for anyone. So Baba says there's so much difference. Nobody is elevated right now, but they use the title of Shri. The Father continues to tell you every day. First, become soul conscious and then give the message to everyone. You are also the children of the messenger. There is only the one who is the bestower of salvation for all. The founders of religions would not be called gurus. There's only the one who grants salvation. Acha. To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to you, spiritual children, and the spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharna. Do not have dislike or hatred for anyone. Become merciful and do the service of making unhappy souls happy. Become master oceans of love like the Father. Stay in the intoxication and happiness of being the children of God. Never go into bad company of Maya. Become soul conscious and imbibe this knowledge. So keep the company of the one Father. Today's blessing. May you be a master comfort of hearts and give comfort to each one's heart as a bestower of blessings like the Father. May you be a master comforter of hearts and give comfort to each one's heart as a bestower of blessings like the Father. The children who are embodiments of blessings, bestowers of blessings like the Father, never look at anyone's weaknesses. They are merciful towards everyone. Just as the Father never keeps anyone's weakness in his heart, in the same way, the children who are bestowers of blessings never imbibe anyone's weakness. They are master comforters of hearts who give comfort to each one's heart. Therefore, whether they are companions or subjects, everyone sings their praise. The blessings that emerges for them from everyone is you are constantly loving and cooperative. See, because our vibrations reach everyone. If my vibrations are clean, if I'm not holding on to anyone's weakness, they will experience that mercy, that love from me. But if I hold on to anybody's weakness and try to be nice with them superficially, they will come to know of that as well. Because remember, it's energy to energy interaction. So Baba said earlier in the Murli that don't hold on to anybody's uh, weakness, or don't even become the word Baba used is don't look at anybody's you know don't have anything bad towards anyone, right? Don't hold on to anybody's don't have dislike towards anyone. Don't hold on to grudges towards anyone. That's also like because I'm holding on to their weakness. No? So they perform their action, okay, drama, full stop. Let me move on. No? So Baba is saying, become a comforter, just like the comforter of hearts. Baba doesn't hold on to anybody's weakness in their heart. Dadi Janki used to say, if anyone's weakness reaches my chit, which is the heart of the soul, then it's very difficult to take it out. So don't take anything to the heart. Today's slogan, at the confluence age, elevated souls are those who are carefree emperors. Today's Avyak signal, never try to prove the truth by letting go of your manners. The sign of good manners is humility. This humility easily enables you to carry out this renewal. Unless you become humble, you cannot bring about renewal. The power of this knowledge is peace and love. You have made anger, the power of ignorance, your sanskar very well. And also you continue to use it, and you then also continue to ask for forgiveness. In the same way, now make every virtue and every point of this knowledge your sanskar, and you will continue to develop good manners. So make every virtue your sanskar. So we will have good manners. Otherwise, what happens is when I don't pay attention, I perform some wrong action and then I say, sorry, Baba, I didn't mean, or sorry to someone, I didn't mean, right? Or then I start feeling guilty. Oh, I spoke this way. I shouldn't have spoken this way. So Baba says, pay attention to use every virtue as my sanskar. So even if I want to prove the truth or I'm saying the truth, am I speaking with humility? Yesterday or 2 days back, Baba talked about bossiness, right? Do I speak with bossiness or am I speaking with humility? So good manners. Then there's a short version from Mama. This is a hundredfold punishment for knowledgeable children who make mistakes. So on this path, if we make a mistake, we receive hundredfold punishment. You have come to the imperishable sacrificial fire of this knowledge and caught hold of the hand of the Supreme Soul in person. So if you commit any sin due to one reason or another, the punishment for that is severe. Just as by taking this knowledge you have 100% benefit, in the same way, if after taking knowledge you make a mistake, then there is also 100 times punishment. So you have to be very cautious. If you continue to make mistakes, you will become weak. So if I keep making mistakes and then hide my mistake, I will become weak because then Maya knows how to make me weak, how to take me away from Baba. So therefore, continue to monitor your small and big mistakes. Be careful in future and keep moving forward. Look, when a wise, great person does something bad, there's severe punishment for him. Whereas if a person who has already fallen does something bad, there is not that much punishment for him. You are now called God's children, and so you have to imbibe just as many divine virtues. You have come to the true Father, and so you have to remain honest and truthful. Don't make mistakes. Or if you made a mistake, share it with Baba honestly. Otherwise, it will keep growing. There's another version. How is God Jani Janan Har? Jani Janan Har means someone who knows everything. People say that God is Jani Janan Har, but this doesn't mean that he knows what is in everyone's heart. But he does know the beginning, middle, and end of the creation of the world. It is not that God, the Creator, sustains the world and also destroys it. It is not that He is the one who's creating, then He sustains, and then He destroys. No. That would mean that God creates the world, sustains it, and then also destroys it. But it is not like that. Human beings take birth according to their karmic accounts. So this doesn't mean that God would sit and know their good and bad thoughts. He knows what is going on in the hearts of those without this knowledge. It overall, they would be having thoughts of Maya all day long, whereas knowledgeable children would have pure thoughts in them. However, he would not sit and read each thought. But God does know that all souls have now reached a state of degradation. Therefore, Jani Janan Har has all the knowledge of how to give them salvation. People who have become corrupt in their actions have to be taught how to carry out elevated actions and to be liberated from their karmic bondages. God knows this. God says, I have the knowledge of myself, the Creator, and the beginning, middle, and end of my life. And I give this awareness to all of you. Now, you children have to stay in constant remembrance of that Father, for only then will you be liberated from all sins. That is, only then will you go to the land of immortality. Knowing all of this is called being Jani Janan Har. So, Jani Janan Har, Baba says that I know the beginning, middle, and end of this creation. Not that he knows what is going on in the minds of each and every child. No. He knows overall that, okay, this child, whether they have knowledge or they don't, and someone who doesn't have this knowledge, what they are thinking about all day. And someone who has this knowledge, what they are thinking about all day. So overall, Baba knows all of this. And also, he's not the one who creates, sustains, and then destroys. Not even a physical parent would be able to destroy something that they are creating, which is the child. So, what about the Supreme Father? Do you think he can destroy his children? No, God doesn't do any of that. He actually teaches us, he puts in so much effort on us to make us pure. He doesn't destroy. Baba says it's our own karmic account. Hmm? Based on our understanding, our karmic accounts, we are destroying. We hear about scientists and people talking about we are destroying this planet because of our actions, right? We choose our actions, we choose our destiny, we are creating, and then we are destroying this, right? Because of our vices. So, Baba, God doesn't do any of that. He, in fact, is our Supreme Father and He takes us beyond all of this. He takes our intellect into the unlimited. So, today's Murli is a very interesting Murli. Baba is talking about the benefits of having God as the companion. When I'm in company of God, what are the benefits? And then he's talking about when I belong to Him, I cannot hold on to grudges against anybody. When He comes and teaches me this knowledge, I have to keep this in my intellect. I have to practice every virtue that Baba's teaching are giving me. There has to be intoxication of what I'm becoming. There has to be intoxication of who's teaching me, who is my companion. How can I have mercy for everyone when the merciful one, the bestower of salvation for all, the the Dilaram, right? The Father, the comforter of hearts doesn't hold on to anything in his heart. Why am I holding on to anybody's what they told me in the past, how they behave with me in the past? Why do I need to hold on to that in my heart? That's why we see the heart diseases, no? The most cancer and heart diseases, acidity, simple. When we hold on to all these negativities, the first place that it creates impact is our digestion. So the acidity. The more and more I keep holding on in my heart gets affected. And then more and more blockages are created. These blockages is trapped emotions, trapped energy, cancer. So don't hold on, let go, let go. Sometimes we might ask, how much should I let go? If I keep letting go, they keep taking advantage of me. Letting go is not just, letting go in that sense, but letting go is tell them, but in you with humility, with good manners, I tell them that I don't approve of this. I don't, like this behavior, or I don't approve of this. I forgive you. I have mercy on you that you're still, you know, talking all these things. Or if you can't say this, have mercy on them, forgive them, but don't let it stick to you. Okay? So let's remember Baba. Let's connect to the comforter of hearts, the one who is ever pure, merciful one, who forgives everyone, who brings benefit to every soul. I'm seated in God's heart. He's my companion for life. belong to Him with love. Baba heals me, removes my trapped emotions and energies. I understand that if I hold anything of the past in me, then there's no place for God's love. So let me just flush out everything from my system, all negativity. I understand that each one plays their part in this drama. They play their part to their capability and capacity. I am elevated. I am the knowledgeful one. So let me look at everyone as innocent souls playing their part. I fill them with power, with God's love. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So have a great day with the comfort of hearts and have Baba's company all day today.